Hello friends, let us solve another problem on active earth pressure for C5 soils. First, let me draw the question. Let us consider a retaining wall and imagine that backfill is horizontal, and here let us assume that we have two different types of soils. At the top soil we are having the cohesive with having cohesion 5 kilonewton per meter square, and purely cohesive soil, let us say phi equal to 0, and gamma saturation that will be equal to 20 kilonewton per meter square. Bottom soil is having phi equal to 30 degrees. Here it is purely cohesion less soil, C equal to 0, and in this case gamma saturation will be equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. The topmost layer is 3 meter and bottommost layer is 2 meter, and water table is at the top surface. In this case we have to find out the total active earth pressure. Total active earth pressure. So if you see here, up to the 3 meter, our soil is a cohesive soil, isn't it? That means there will be some negative stress develop in the some part. Let us up to some where the pressure is equal to 0. But coming to the bottommost soil, it is a cohesionless soil. So we don't have any negative stresses in the bottommost region. Okay. First, let us say, let me find out at top of a soil. At top of the soil, what is the vertical stress? Vertical stress will be equal to 0. That implies whatever your active earth pressure, that will be equal to, if you remember, minus 2c into root k. Why? Because as vertical stress is equal to 0. C is given as 5. If phi is equal to 0, what about the k value? K is nothing but a 1 minus sine phi by 1 plus sine phi. If phi equal to 0, we'll get it as 1. That will be equal to minus 2 into 5. That will be equal to minus 10 kilonewton per meter square. If you see here at 3 meter, we are having two different types of soil, right? Isn't it? So at the 3 meter, what we'll say, we have to consider a point just above it. We have to consider a point just below of it. Let us consider it at 3 meter from top. At 3 meter from top. First, let us find the what is the vertical stress. Sorry. What is the vertical stress at 3 meter from top? Sigma V, that will be equal to, as it is under saturated condition, let us find out the effective vertical stress. That will be equal to, what about the submerged unit weight? Let us consider gamma W equal to 10. Gamma saturation minus gamma W into, what is the depth? 3. That will be equal to 30 kilonewton per meter square. Now, so as we are having two different types of soil, just above the point, just above 3 meter, what about the passive earth pressure? Sorry, active earth pressure, that will be equal to Ka into sigma V minus 2 into C into root Ka, isn't it? Isn't it? That's what we'll get. This is what because of the soil, but because of the water plus gamma W into H. So what about Ka as phi equal to 0, 1. What about the sigma V? Effective vertical stress, 30 minus 2 into 5 into root 1 plus gamma W are considering it as a 10, and wherever you're considering H will be equal to 3. Then if you solve this, you will get active earth pressure as that will be equal to 50 kilonewton per meter square. 50 kilonewton per meter square. This is the pressure just above 3 meter. Now let us find out the pressure just below the 3 meter. Just below 3 meter. What about the vertical stress is same 30. What about the active earth pressure. Here it is a cohesionless soil. If it is cohesionless soil, then let us say Ka2 into vertical stress plus gamma W into H. What about Ka2? 5 value is nothing but a 30. So if it is 5 value 30, what about Ka2? 1 minus sine phi divided by 1 plus sine phi. Substitute phi equal to 30 degrees. Then you will get it as 1 by 3. So here it will be 1 by 3 into whatever the vertical stress we have found, 30 plus gamma W we are considering it as 10 and H will be 3. So just below the 3 meter, what about the vertical stress? If you solve this, we are getting it as 40 kilopascal. Similarly, at the bottom of soil, what about the vertical stress? Vertical stress that will be equal to up to 3 meter. What is the effective stress? 20 minus 10 into 3 plus below the 3 meter. What is the effective stress? 18 minus saturated unit weight gamma W into what is the depth 2. If you solve this, we are getting around 46 kilonewton per meter scale. So what about the active earth pressure at the bottom? That will be Ka, active earth pressure constant into vertical stress because of the water gamma W into H. That will be equal to 46 into what about the constant 1 by 3. Gamma W we are considering it as a 10. Total depth of water will be 5. That will be equal to, if you solve this, you are getting 65.18 kilopascal. That's it. Represent these values in the diagram. This is at a 3 meter level. 3 meter. Here it is a 2 meter. So at top, what is the stress we are getting? 10 minus. That's why I drawn in the opposite direction. Just above the layer, how much stress we are getting? 50. Just above we are having 50. Just below, what is the parameter? 40. Just below of the soil it will be 40, and after that we are having a magnitude of 65. So what is the magnitude here? 65 point, sorry, how much you are getting? Yeah, 65.18. And again join these lines by linear line. So here we are having negative, positive, negative. Already I told you how to find out this. 2c divided by gamma into root Ka. Here Ka is equal to 1. What about 2? What about the quotient given? 5. And what about the gamma value there? We have to consider gamma value is given as how much? I think 20. If you solve this, how much you are getting? You are getting it is around 0.5 meter. So if it is 0 point, total is 3. So from that, this will be how much? 2.5 meter. That's it. This is the pressure variation along the depth. So if you find the area of this total pressure diagram, then that will be nothing but your total active earth pressure. So here also we can say it like two cases. First one is that before the formation of the crack, we have to consider this area also. After the formation of the crack, no need to consider this area. We only have to consider the positive areas. Okay. Hope you understood. Thank you.